If you desire to have one of the biggest companies in the world, or you desire to be in that top 1% of high achievers, you're gonna have to sacrifice certain things, whether that be time, whether that be distractions, whether that be friends. Like, you're gonna have to sacrifice that. Like, right, so you analyze your day, you analyze, okay, you analyze your week, you analyze what you do on a Monday, what you do on a Tuesday, what you do on a Wednesday, what you do on a Thursday. Usually you analyze what you usually do during the week, what you usually do on a Monday, right? And if you spend 3 hours watching TV, if you spend 2 hours scrolling, that's another thing. You need to be aware of how much time you spend scrolling. You need to be aware, you need to be focused on that. How much time do you spend scrolling? If you're scrolling too much, you're gonna have to, I don't know, put your phone on D&D, or like just, or delete whatever app, whether it be X, Instagram, TikTok. Delete that app, right? If you're watching too much TV, if you're scrolling, if you're socializing too much, if you're spending 3 days out of 7 days with your friends, or 4 days out of 7 days with your friends, if you're spending that much time with them, if you're with them for that long, right? So you're gonna have to tell them like, yo, bro, I can't spend that much time with you. I'm spending too much time. I need to achieve this goal, and I'm committed to achieving this goal, and I'm focused on achieving this goal, and I have to achieve this goal. I have to give my all. I have to give my mind. I have to give my heart. I have to give everything into achieving this goal, right? And so you're gonna have to ditch them. You're gonna have to ditch those friends, unfortunately. I mean, it sounds harsh to say, but it's like, yo, bro, I want to go here, and not all of us can go, right? That's just the reality of things. And the reality is you're gonna have to spend extra hours on that. If maybe you usually, if you train maybe at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 8 o'clock with your pals, with your buddies, and that's the time you usually train at, right? And maybe you're gonna have to train from 9 to 10, and then from 10 you go home, and you spend the rest of the time like pursuing your dreams, or executing that goal, executing that action step in the larger scheme of things, right? And so those are the things that you're gonna need to consider. There will be moments where people will say, "Oh, you spending so much time on this, or you so focused on this, you never have time for me." Like, but it's like, bro, I have to. You have to do that. You have to do that. There's no other option, right? Ignore the doubters around you. Ignore the naysayers. You have to focus on what you're doing. You have to focus on the goal that is in front of you. You have to focus on what you desire to have, what you desire to achieve, not only for your generation, but for the next generation and the generation after. That is what you need to focus on right now, and that is the priority right now. Perseverance must finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. And those are words from James 1, verse from verse 2 to 4. Like, that's in the book of James. And so perseverance must finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything, right? So basically you need to persevere, and you need to allow that daily perseverance, that weekly perseverance, that monthly perseverance to work within you, to rewire your mind, to rewire your brain, to rewire your body, to rewire the way you operate. You need to continuously do that every single day. every single day. You need to continuously just apply yourself in that direction, apply yourself in that area, right? And just be focused on it, just be focused on what you're trying to achieve, right? And another thing is that your brain must be a sponge. You need to have the desire to learn, have the desire to learn, have the desire to apply what you're learning, have the desire to apply this aspect of what you're learning here, so that you know how well, so that you can see how well you know it, right? Apply it, apply it, and just learn new things. Stack as many skills as possible. Stack as many skills as possible. Once you've mastered one skill, try and learn another skill and master that other skill. Stack as many skills as possible. Stack as many skills as possible. You have to do it. You have to do that, right? Stack as many skills as possible, right? And you have to be ready to fail so that you can learn, because the only way to learn is through failure. You have to fail multiple times to learn effectively, right? So the faster you fail, the more you learn. And whatever you learn, you have to keep what you learn, and then you apply the next time, and eventually the success will be here. The success will be in your grasp, right? And so be ready to fail so that you can learn. Right? Things will be more difficult now in your 20s, no matter what you choose. You just have to pick which difficulty, right? So right now in your 20s, things will continue to be difficult, but yeah, you get to choose which difficulty that you want to go on. So yeah.